my nails. They're chipping. Actually, they don't look too bad. Find the next thing. I downloaded the new iOS 10 and I don't know that I like it. I'm still fighting with it.
This is the apocalypse.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought it was about time that I did a get to know me video for you guys, but I came across a video that I liked a little bit better. I found the 50 random questions tag from Dre Ronane. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. She is a fellow alternative YouTuber, and that is her right there. And I came across her channel, really liked her videos, and really wondered how I hadn't found her sooner. But I really liked these questions a lot better than a lot of the get to know me's, so I decided to do this one instead. So this is 50 questions. Go ahead and pause the video. I'll be right here when you get back. Grab some popcorn or chips or fruit and a drink, and then you can continue watching. But before you do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can join the family and I can keep making videos for you guys. On to the questions. Alright, so I have the questions here on my phone. Let's just get right into it. There are 50 of them. Number 1, what's your favorite candle scent? So I really like the cranberry from Bath & Body Works, I think is, yeah, Bath & Body Works, that they come out with around the holidays. That one is, oh, it's just so good. I love the cranberry scent. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? Helena Bonham Carter, probably. I really, really like her. I think she's awesome. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? Maybe this is gonna sound cheesy, but Johnny Depp. Although actually maybe not, because if he was my brother, then I would feel weird having a crush on him. So, ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know. Number 4. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? I don't know. Travis and I have talked about marriage a lot, but we definitely aren't doing anything until he graduates from school. So it's gonna be at least a couple more years. I'm 25 now, so hopefully before I'm 30. That's all I ask, is that it's before I'm 30. Number 5, do you know a hoarder? I do. I know quite a few hoarders. My work is a hoarder. My grandma can kind of be a hoarder. Sometimes Travis can be a hoarder. Me, myself, I can hoard. But then I go on these like purging missions and I get rid of everything and then I have nothing. So it's like there's no middle ground for me. Number 6, can you do a split? I cannot. Number 7, how old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? Honestly, I'm not sure. I know that I learned how to ride in elementary school because I was at my elementary school and I had this like United States map and that's where I learned to ride a bike. So I must have been probably 5 or 6 when I learned. That's actually a good question for my dad. 8, how many oceans have you swam in? Just 2, the Atlantic and the Pacific. 9, how many countries have you been to? Only 2. I have honestly never been out of the United States until 1 year ago. Travis and I went to Canada, but it was like right outside the United States, so it's kind of leaving the country. So I've been to 2 countries. 10. Is anyone in your family in the army? Yes. 11. What would you name your daughter if you had one? That's a really, really hard question because I hear names every day at work that I just love, and I'm like, that's what I want to name my daughter. If I ever have a daughter, that's what I want to name her. So at the moment, I really like Celeste, but it changes all the time. Number 12, what would you name your son if you had one? Again, that's a really hard question. I think I thought it was thundering, but it was just a motorcycle. If I had a son, I like the name Elijah, but Travis does not like that name at all, so we kind of nixed that one. There was a name that both of us liked, and I can't remember it. I don't know. It's not something I think about too often. I'll think about it if I have kids. 13. What's the worst grade you got on a test? An F. I mean, that's the worst grade that you can get here in the US. And that's the worst grade I've ever gotten. Like, I was actually pretty good in school, but yeah, I failed a couple tests before. 14. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? That depends. How old? When I was really little, I loved Blue's Clues. That was my shit. Like, and then when they brought on Joe instead of Steve, I was really disappointed and I didn't like it as much anymore. When I was like in middle school, I really enjoyed the Disney Channel shows because it's fun, it's happy, and you don't have those annoying commercials like, if you have these symptoms, call your doctor, blah blah blah, medication kill you. That's what I hear in these commercials nowadays. 15. What did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? I can almost guarantee you it was a witch, because that's what I am most years. But that's really hard to say. I don't know. 8 was a long time ago. 16. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight? So, funny story, I'm actually rereading the Harry Potter series at this current moment. Well, not right now, I'm actually filming for you guys. But I am almost done with book 1. Harry Potter is my shit. Like, that is the one series where I will continuously read it over and over and over. It doesn't matter how old I am, but my aunt got me that first book when it came out, and like I still have a little thing where she wrote like Merry Christmas in it. But I love the Harry Potter books. It's like, it's one of those, like, I know it sounds cheesy, but I'm one of those people where like the Harry Potter books really affected my life. It took me to a place that I just absolutely loved. And a place like that I've always been fascinated with. And so the Harry Potter really speaks to me, and like I said, I'm currently reading the first book for like the 20,000th time. Hunger Games I have never read, nor have I seen the movies. And Twilight, of course I've read Twilight, but I read Twilight before it was cool. I saw the trilogy in the bookstore. There was no description whatsoever because it was a box set. It just gave this one little like sentence, and I was like, I gotta read this book. And I loved it. I loved the Twilight books. Then they brought out the 4th book, which I went to the midnight release of. Wow. That was 8 years ago. And anyways, we went to the midnight release of that book. Still loved it. And then they brought the movies out, and I was like, not impressed. With the books, I'll be honest, maybe I'm lame, I like them. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? Well, I don't rightly know. I have always dreamed that I had a British accent when I was younger, but as you can tell, I kind of suck at doing them, so it's probably best that I have an American accent. Was that even British? I don't know. Number 19, are your grandparents still married? So my grandmother and grandfather on my mom's side are still married. It's been over 50 years now. My nana on my dad's side is no longer married to my grandpa, but they are still friends. And my granddad has passed away, so my nana isn't, well, I don't know. Some people say that's still being married to them. Other people say it's not. So take that how you will. Number 20. Have you ever taken karate lessons? Nope. Alright, number 21. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Of course, I know who Kermit the Frog is. I used to watch the Muppets. Number 22. What's the first amusement park you've been to? It's hard to say for sure, but the first one I remember going to was the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk in Santa Cruz, California. 23. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? I would love to be fluent in Japanese, but I failed that course. I think it would be awesome to be fluent in Spanish just because I'm from California and that's kind of like a big language there. I do know a little bit, but nowhere near fluent, not at all. I think it would be cool to be fluent in German. Travis is almost fluent in German, so it'd kind of be nice to like talk to some of his German friends, but other than that, that's all I can really think of. I think it'd be awesome to be like fluent in 23 different languages, but who's got time for that? 24. Do you spell the color gray as G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y? Can I be honest and say that I spell it depending on my mood? 25. Is your father bald? Nope. My dad actually has a lot of hair. My biological dad has a lot of hair, which is awesome because my grandmother on my mom's side also has a lot of hair, so I got a lot. I'm good to go with hair, knock on wood. 26. Do you know triplets? Kind of. I actually do makeup for two of the triplets because one of them is a boy, and I've never actually met him. I've only seen pictures of him when their mom comes in, but the two girls I have done their makeup on, and they're really sweet people. 27. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? I've never seen The Notebook, so we'll go with Titanic. 28. Have you ever had Indian food? I don't eat Indian food. It's way too spicy for me, and the things that are spicy I'm afraid of. And the things that aren't spicy I'm afraid to try, because when somebody says it's not spicy, usually that means it's kind of spicy, and I don't do spicy. So I don't eat Indian food, I'm afraid of it. 29. Oops. How do I fix this? Stupid iOS. Okay. 29. What's the name of your favorite restaurant? Oh, there's so many to choose from. Umi is a good Japanese restaurant here that I really like to go to. El Patron is my favorite Mexican food restaurant out here. That's so hard. I like food. Wow. Number 30. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? That's funny because that was actually one that I considered putting into my list of favorites. Only because that's somewhere that Travis and I go to on dates a lot. We will go eat at Olive Garden because they have pretty yummy food. They're usually pretty quick and they're not too expensive. So we go there pretty often. 31. Do you belong to any warehouse stores? Costco, BJ's, etc. I do not. I don't really have any use for bulk foods. I try to eat more clean, fresh foods than something that can be stored away in gigantic boxes for years on end. 32. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? They've actually told me that before, and the fact that I can't remember kind of bugs me. If you have a nickname, what is it? Jen? Because my name's Jennifer. My mom will call me Guinevere. I don't really have nicknames, I guess. I'm not a nickname kind of person. I give people nicknames, but not for me. Number 34. Who is your favorite person in the world? I have several favorite people. My mom, my dad, Travis, my brother, my stepdad, my dogs are people, my family. I don't have a favorite person. I feel like that's mean to have a favorite person. Number 35. Would you rather live in a rural area, or in the suburbs? I guess I would rather live in the suburbs only because I don't like living too far away from civilization, and to me rural just says nothing. But suburbs aren't that great either. That's not fair. Don't like that question. Number 36. Can you whistle? I just whistled. So yeah, I can whistle. I will say that it has gotten harder since I got my lip ring, and if I'm wearing my hoop, then it's not easy for me to whistle. I've always wanted to be able to whistle with my fingers, but I can't do that. Number 37. Do you sleep with a nightlight? No, I don't. I have a salt lamp that I used to sleep with, so I guess you could consider it a nightlight, but the bulb burned out and I just haven't been able to replace it, so I don't sleep with it anymore. Do you eat breakfast every morning? Yes. If I don't eat breakfast, it's going to be a long, painful day for me because I get headaches and I get really out of it if I don't have food. 39. Do you take any pills or medication daily? Nope, not at all. I don't even take vitamins. I haven't taken an Advil in years, probably since high school. No Tylenol, no nothing like that. I don't take it. I just have no reason for it. 40. What medical conditions do you have? I don't have any medical conditions. I do have anxiety. I guess some people call that a medical condition, but I don't. I just think it's an annoyance to have. How many times have you been to the hospital? I couldn't tell you how many times I've been to the hospital, just that I have been, a decent amount. It's not like I go to the hospital all the time. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Yes, I have seen Finding Nemo. My mom's name is Dory, like the fish, so of course I've seen Finding Nemo. Where do you buy your jeans? Hot Topic. I don't own too many jeans. 44. What's the last compliment you got? Yesterday at work, the specialist said that she would like to celebrate me for all my initiative on cleaning the store. 45. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? I do. I actually remember a lot of my dreams. 46. What flavor tea do you enjoy? I love tea. I like all kinds of tea. I prefer not to have sweet tea. I really love this apple chamomile from Celestial Seasonings, something like that. I don't know, but it's something that I've only been able to get at the actual factory. So I haven't had it in a while, but I love that one. I like mint, peach, green tea. I just love tea, man. That's like, I love tea. I'm a tea person, not a coffee person. 47. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? Let's go count. Gonna count my shoes, 'cause I don't know how many I have. So I have one pair over there on the floor. One pair over there. But those belong to the ghost in my house. So I can't really say that they're mine anymore. I let her have those. She likes to play with them. And it's dark. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have more over here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17. So I have a pair of flats, boots, and tennis shoes downstairs. So that's 20. And then I've got my tall brown boots, my pirate boots, so that's 22. I have a really, really dirty pair of combat boots that I really want to clean because I haven't worn them in so long. 23. So I'd say somewhere between 23 and 25 because I might be missing a pair somewhere. I don't know. Okay, so what was the answer to that question? Like 23 to 25 pairs of shoes? 48. What religion will you raise your children to practice? Whatever religion that they are interested in. 49. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? I don't know. I mean, the Santa Claus as we know him, that's probably been a while since I found that out, but I do believe in Saint Nicholas, so I think he is real. And finally, number 50. Why do you have a Tumblr? I don't have a Tumblr. I don't even know what it is. Can somebody please explain to me what Tumblr is? I would be quite interested in knowing, because I thought at one point I would like to have one, and then I got on the website and was like, no, sorry, not happening. Alright guys, so I hope that wasn't too long or too boring, and for those of you who are still here with me, thank you so much for playing. On that note, I am gonna go get some food because I'm hungry again. And as usual, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat at Jen Pereira, just like it is spelled right down below to make it super simple. And as always, if you have questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Promise I will get back to you. And last but not least, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can join the Apocalypse family and continue to have more fun with me. If you already have subscribed, thank you so much. You are the reasons why I can continue making videos. Cue the trumpet. I'll see you guys later.